What's up guys, back in another Konosuba video, and in today's video we are going to go over the new jewelry. So if you saw my video the other day, or you just been playing in general, you know that we have a new dungeon, and with new dungeon we have the new materials. It's these cool little crystallines. They can be used for two different types of jewelry. They are very hard. I actually had a run, funny enough, when I was showing some of my friends. I actually got into the second and third phase, but then I kind of stopped because it was practice. So it is doable if you have a bit more luck than I did. Definitely have to mess around with my teams a bit, but it is beatable. Don't worry. Just if you get unlucky, you might have to reset a lot. But regardless of that, even if you can only beat it on certain difficulties, you can see I got 3 of these, and you can skip every day, all that good stuff. So there's 3 actually major things to note. Note that these are more of a aggressive style of gameplay. So if you're going to something like Dungeon, as you can see, we have 50 and 50. These ones have 3372, and then the melee focused ones have 6533. So if you're planning on using these when going into something like Dungeon, do note that you're not going to get much of a boost that way. I actually don't have the stats for the maxed ones. Let me see if I can check it, maybe? I can't remember if you could check it or not. I know you can check this. Maybe not. But regardless of that, you're not going to get as much of a boost because there are more damage-based, but this works out in other content such as Arena or the events where you want to get MVP. Now there's 2 different types. There's the bangles, the brooches. So the brooches are going to give you a gauge up and resistance. So these are going to probably be better on your more tanky characters or your healers. Something like say along the lines of Legendary Aqua. You're gonna have, well, you might not have the water on, but you get the gauge up, right? Make your gauge up go faster, and you're tankier against the type so she doesn't die. Then on your damage dealers, such as probably let's say Veneer, right? This is a 5% attack when using earth attacks, and it goes up to 6%. This one has the gauge up go up to 6 and the resistance up to 10. The resistance on the normal pieces of gear go up to 12 on these ones, and I think it's also 12 on this one. So you're not missing out too much defensively, but the stats are lower. Personally, I think that the first one that you should go after is probably, obviously, it depends on your typing, right? If you have a really good water team, I would focus on the water ones. But generally speaking, I do think that these ones are going to be a bit better. Just because you're just getting more damage output. However, on certain characters, the gauge up are going to be better. I'd say, let's take the water tree into account. I think on Chris and Erica, the Bangle will be better, and the Brooch will be better on Aqua. So if you were doing the Fire Tree, you would make the Blaze Brooch because it is the Fire one, and then you would make the Water Bangle because you're using water characters. Bangle is the type the character is. The Brooch is the type they are good against. Keep that in mind. So for that, you would make 2 of the Bangles, 1 of the Brooches. That's just my opinion. Obviously, if you want to mix and match, like, oh, maybe I want Erica ult faster, mix and match, figured out the best. But I personally think that the gauge up will work better on the more supportive, I want to ult faster characters. Now, in regards to Megami herself, that is like the main one where I see maybe it might differ. If the waves are crappy and you can't get ult easily, you're probably going to use this. If you can get ult easily, you're probably just going to go to the Bangle. But like I said, personally, I would just shoot for whatever team you have that scores the best in Arena. Go for those ones first. Or if you're more of a casual player, go for whatever you can beat in Dungeon first. That is like the main thing. Obviously, no one's really going to have all of these unless you whale through everything. Once I have a piece or 2, I will go ahead and compare them. I'll probably going to make the water ones first. I'll go ahead and do the Hydro Bangle and a Blaze Brooch, and then I will use them and see how much I feel and come back to this video. But from what I have seen, and going off the in-game descriptions, I think that the Bengals are going to be better. Let me know in the comments, your thoughts on these items. If you like them, if you hate them because they seem to pay to win because of how you obtain them. If you beat the dungeon, whatever it may be, let me know in the comments. And that'll pretty much be it for today's video. I'll try to have the dungeon guide out as soon as possible. But other than that, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe for more Konosuba content.